it brings me to it. So last week he offered an app called My Settings.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody had installed that, they might have noticed they started getting um, some spam notifications up in their notification menu with a little star. And this app actually installed a thing called Airpush. And so I found an app. Let me put this in the chat. If you're getting little star notifications at the top of your screen and you're not sure why you're getting them, and they're always a spam of some sort, this is called Airpush Detector. You you install this app, you run it, you hit refresh, and it'll show you whatever program it is that has installed Airpush
Ooh, good
on
app.
on your phone. I mean, some people might call that a virus, but it's not. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of crapware a little bit. I don't
Where
know.
were we talking about this? Was it Linux for the rest of us, or did I hear it on like Tech News Today or something?
No, last week I mentioned it because the app that gave you the secret codes, it was causing the notification ads. And here's my trick gimmick. I don't pick a default browser for a reason. Anytime you accidentally click an ad or there's one of those things in the bar, you won't go to the website. You'll get prompted on which browser do you want to use, and you can hit the back button. Well, with those ads in the notification, my hack was I would click it, and then it would ask me what browser to pick, but in the background I could see what app was calling that web page.
I see. That's right.
And that's how I was getting rid of the crap. But I love the fact that there's an app that can tell me.
Yeah, this is a great app. I like it, Eric. Airpush Detector looks very good.
Yeah, it worked. It worked right off the bat. It pointed me right at that app called My Settings. So if anybody was wondering, and I really I thought that these notifications were somehow getting SMS'd from my carrier because they all said U.S. Cellular on them. So I thought maybe I was about ready to call my cell phone provider and say, what? Why are you guys sending me this stuff? But then I found out that's what it was. I'm not sure how I found that out. I just I don't know.
You should call your carrier anyway. I'm sure they're doing something else wrong.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I still got that that carrier IQ on there or whatever.
Right. Good one, man. All right, we're back to door. And by the way, Eric, I can't get your video for some reason.
Okay, I'll work on that.
Okay.
Okay. This next app I want to bring up, it's almost like HeyTell in the sense, if no one you know is using it, it's a completely worthless application. Okay. It is, because you can just sit there and HeyTell yourself, and there's not much fun HeyTelling yourself.
It's like Crazy Friday.
Yeah, it's not good. Or doing a 6 without a 9. Okay, this app is called Carrier Coverage. Okay. The gimmick behind this is the more people in your local area that use this, the better. So hypothetically, if you're out in the middle of nowhere, this app is probably going to be completely useless from now until the end of time. If you live in a semi-populated or a populated area, this app might open your eyes, because we've all heard the commercials. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Best coverage, most coverage, widest coverage, fastest network, fastest speeds, all this ads, okay, that we can't stand, and we never know which one is actually true. The only way to get the truth is to have actual users submit their data.
I see.
And that's what this app attempts to accomplish.
Now, how does it work in your area?
In my area, it says that T-Mobile is rated very high for signal strength and speed, and AT&T.
Really?
Are the two that are by the top.
That's what I would least expect. I guess you just never know.
Well, and that's the thing. I do believe, hypothetically, if I'm in downtown Baltimore, first off, come get me. I don't want to be there. Okay? But I do believe if I'm down there, Verizon probably is the best. You know what I mean? I would believe it, because they are the ones who can afford the most towers in the city.
Right.
But once you get out of the city, you're going to get certain carriers caring more about certain areas. And just because you look at their map on their web page, that means nothing.
Right.
That means
Yeah.
you can possibly get a signal.
Right.
With this, at least you can have an idea. So what I'm going to hopefully do is keep this at my phone once every hour or so. All it does is query how strong of a signal strength you are. It does a cell tower GPS, so no extra powers is really used, and it just sends that speed rating and that GPS up to them. They say no other information is being carried, and before they wouldn't let root users use this app.
Why?
Well, because technically speaking, I could load on my phone and I could change my phone to the Vulcan iPhone and change my carrier to Mork from Ork. You know what I mean?
I see.
And that's what it would be. And they said we are afraid of getting tampered and dirty data. And besides, we don't think root users would care about this kind of information. They got something like 5,000 one-star reviews in a day. And they said, wait, we're going to fix it. We're going to change it. So they are expected to have a update where they just in like a
this week.
Yeah, they're going to have an update to it. Hats off to them for reacting properly to it, kind of thing. I'll just say, if you just got your phone, don't load this app unless you want to help others, because you might just be mad because somebody else might be quicker. But if you're getting ready to, in the next 6 months, get a phone, why not load this app and just leave it running on your phone? Seriously, it doesn't use a lot of data, bandwidth, or battery.
Yeah. Are you doing a good deed for all of mankind?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, Dora, I kind of live out in Podunk, and that was why I was talking about the Galaxy Note earlier. I kind of got to stick with my carrier for that reason. There's only really the one carrier that works here. But if it comes to the point where I would like to change carriers because of a certain device, this would give me a nice maybe idea of what second carrier could be maybe acceptable.
And you say you're U.S. Cellular? That's your carrier?
Yeah. Yep. Works really well here. I've never had problems with my cellular service.
Really? Interesting. Very cool. Thank you, Dor. Over to Sean.
No problem.
Okay, this next one, it's an app. You may use it a lot, you may not, but it can come in handy. And it's another. I like the standard photo gallery, but sometimes I'll take a picture and it's maybe 2 months ago or something. You got to scroll through, but I know kind of where it is. Well, photo calendar, it will categorize them either by just the album like your normal gallery would, or it'll break it down by the month. And then if you use the calendar option, it'll have it in month, and it'll actually have little icons. It'll look like a calendar, and it'll have what day of that month you actually took that picture.
Awesome.
Genius.
I love it.
Yeah. So, because I do it a lot where the other day I was looking, and it was before I had this app, where I was looking for a specific picture, and I just was like searching and searching, and it just happened that I kept passing it, because I thought, I would see a picture. I go, well, I think I took it before that. And then I'd say, no, I think I took it after that. And this thing, I mean, if I kind of know, all right, I think I took it a couple months ago, I'll just go to, December, and I can see all the photos that I took in December. And so I don't know. I like it. It's pretty cool. I did get a couple forced closes on it after I first installed it. Then I went into ROM Manager and did fix permissions, and it's been working fine. So,
does it have all the options? Like, can you share and put the Dropbox and all that stuff when you get on your pictures?
I believe so, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't even try that. I was just kind of looking.
Because a lot of times in my gallery, I forget. I think you just hold the picture. You hold your finger on the picture, and it brings up the list of things you could do with it, like share it and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Actually, I can't remember how to get that menu, but I use that menu a lot, so I just wanted to know if this had it. Not sure.
I'm going to tell you here in one second. Usually, if you just tap the photo in your normal gallery.
No, it's actually maybe it's not tap the photo. Maybe it's menu, or no, there's a share looking button. I forget, man. I'm sorry.
Well, it probably depends on what ROM you're on too.
Yeah.
Because like on my UI, if you just tap the photo, it usually says it. But
really?
it said Yeah, if you hit menu, I just tried it, and you have all the options: Dropbox, Gmail, Google Plus, My
Nice.
Docs, Picasa, everything.
Good.
Sweet.
Sweet is right. I think I'm definitely going to get this one.
Yeah, I mean, I just love the fact that someone can say, "Can I see pictures of your son's birthday party?" Well, if I don't know when my son's birthday is, you might as well just count me out of everything. But with this, I just say simple May 20, right around the 20. Oh, there you go, right there's his birthday. Hey, there you go, and just show him the pictures. So, needless to say, as soon as he showed me the screenshot, I clicked install.
Nice.
And
Awesome.
when you go to the calendar option, it does tend to load a little slower than the other ones, but I mean, there's kind of a lot going on.
Right.
So once you go to a next month, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
It'll speed up. It'll be faster in the long run than doing it the old way anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Really cool. Awesome, Sean. Good one.
All right.
Eric.
My next app is for the noobs. If you've got a friend who just got an Android phone, which happens, I don't know, 10,000 times a day now with new Android app, people taking on Androids. This basically is kind of like I guess like the 9i you would have for Android. It's called All You Need, free. They do have a paid version also. But basically, if you download this and they're giving you their recommendations of some of the apps that you need right off the bat. And with the free version, I think it's 75 apps they've got listed here.
Huh.
Some of them like Zedge ringtones. Well, a lot of them are some things that we went over: Zedge ringtones, wallpapers, ES File Explorer, Documents to Go, Power Amp, Music Player. Just all kinds of stuff. Paper Toss, that's a necessary one. A few things, little games that you might want to have on here. But a lot of them were pretty useful, and a lot of stuff that I would have to agree. K9 Mail, a lot of things that I would use. There was a couple antivirus things on there, but there are some apps on here that I didn't use before that I have loaded off of here, and they've all been pretty good apps. So if
Firefox.
If you got a friend who just gets a new Android, this might be a nice place to point to them. Get them starting to be the app addicts that we all are.
Yeah, this is a perfect app for somebody new. It gives you 110, and they're all free, and they're good.
Yeah.
I'll just say this would be the app I would tell that annoying guy, just go get this app, get away from me, and I would at least have a couple days of freedom.
Right. So you already have a use for this one.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. iBeer is on there, of course.
Of course.
So now, does it install all these apps, or is it just like this is what they recommend, or?
Yeah, they just recommend it. If you click on one,
Goes to the market.
You hit download, and then it takes you over straight over to that, links you to that market.
So it's not going to batch install like
100
No, but it's just more of a list of good apps, kind of.
I see Advanced Task Manager on here. Man, I haven't had to run that in forever.
No, I'm either. I don't use anything like that.
Remember when we first got our phones?
Yeah.
We'd use it like every hour.
And my father-in-law was telling me how great one was a couple weeks ago, and so I installed it, and I'm like, well, maybe I should revisit this subject. No,
don't need it.
Oh.
Yeah. And everybody that, like, if anybody ever has a question about a phone, like you always see that little icon. Like, just take it off, man. Just take it off.
What do you mean?
I don't use the task manager or the task killer either. I just think for me, I just thought it was a waste of time. Because it was like you would clear everything, and then 2 seconds later, it's all right back there again, and now you're just wasting more time hitting clear, kill. And
I hear you, Sean. Sorry about that.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, I know. I used to use it a lot, and then actually, after I started putting some nice ROMs on, you just don't need them. Yeah. Poor little Android task killer. All right, whose turn is it? Back to Door? Okay, Door. You are up, and we're running good on time, so just you don't have to empty the tank yet if you don't want.
Cool. Yeah, I'll say I only every great now and then have to run a task manager, and that's sometimes TeamSpeak wants like wide open resources